Welcome to How to Write a Hero as told in Minecraft. I've been in the storytelling business for 8-ish years. I have self-published a book and I'm working on an indie animated show. I have learned what makes a hero beloved, annoying, or hated. To understand this, we need to learn the 4 different allegiances. Also, this is a sequel to a video I did on how to write villains, so be sure to check that out after you're done here. First, we have a hero, a person who does the right thing for the right reasons. Next, we have an anti-hero, a person who does the wrong thing for the right reasons. I know this is a little confusing, but stay with me, I'll explain it more. Next, we have the anti-villain, a person who does the right thing for the wrong reasons. Finally, we have a villain, a person who does the wrong thing for the wrong reasons. Since we're talking about heroes today, we can remove this guy. Goodbye! And the villain sides of these two. Boop. Boom. Now let's start with the hero! A hero is someone who puts others before themselves. A true hero will give anyone the opportunity to choose good, unlike the villain who gives the characters nothing but their choice. A true hero listens to others and tries their absolute best to fix whatever the problem is in their story, even if they fail. When deciding if a character is a true hero, I'd say look for something like this quote in their words or actions. You/I can do amazing things if we try. Think Emmett from the Lego Movie.
You don't have to be the bad guy.
Ant-Man from Marvel.
You got this.
You're right. I do, Captain America.
Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus.
Why are you trying to cheer me up? How does this benefit you at all?
I don't want anybody to feel like that.
But I'm not even a real person. Would I even belong?
I'm sure you wouldn't belong any less than me.
Giacomo from Thumbelina. And Free Guy from, well, Free Guy. Now, something very, very important to note is that not every protagonist in a story is a hero, or even falls into any of the hero categories. In order for a character to be a hero, they have to try to be making things better in their story. An example I could think of a protagonist who's not a hero is Snow White from the original Disney Snow White movie. She just ran into the woods, lived with a bunch of dwarves, and ate food from a stranger. Versus someone who is a hero would be like Anna from Frozen, who tried and succeeded in saving her entire kingdom from an eternal winter. Next, we're doing the anti-villain, a person who does the right thing for the wrong reasons. Unlike their villain counterpart, if you saw the last episode, these guys are actually really liked in stories. They're some of the most liked heroes, to be honest. These characters are often the mischievous and selfish sidekick that sometimes drives the hero absolutely insane. These characters are often one of the ones with the saddest backstories that forces them into a life of being a bit of a trickster and finding the absolute boundaries in every law. The quote I'd look for in these guys is, "I can't be anything else, so I have to be this way." Honestly, pretty sad. They never ever want to hurt anyone, but honestly, their selfish thoughts sometimes accidentally puts people in danger. Think Nick Wilde from Zootopia.
If the world's only gonna see a fox as shifty and untrustworthy, there's no point in trying to be anything else.
Flynn Rider from Tangled.
He had enough money to do anything that he wanted to do. He could go anywhere that he wanted to go. And for a kid with nothing, I don't know. Just seemed like the better option.
Mushu from Mulan.
They
Protect the family.
and you, O demoted one.
I ring the gong.
Sylvia from Wander Over Yonder.
Come on, you wandering weirdo.
Wander. Huh. I like the sound of that. What's wrong, Sil? I knew you were a bad guy. I was there.
Yeah, but I'd rather forget it.
And Caboodle from Gameaverse.
I'm just saying, maybe Dusk is right. It's clouding your judgment. Sometimes doing the mission the right way can save more lives in the long run.
Oh, how we love our side hero weirdos. And last, we have the anti-heroes. These are the heroes who do bad things, but for the right reasons. It's often effective, but not always in the most moral way. These guys often disguise themselves as either a gentle or a silly side character, usually. but slowly you realize their intentions are a bit worse for wear. But not evil, mind you, just not necessarily completely good and pure. The quote for this one would be, "Sorry, but this is the way things are." Not really as an apology, but more justifying bad actions, and sometimes even without the apology, depending on the anti-hero character. Often these characters accidentally get themselves too deep into their problems, unfortunately, that the main protagonist has to help them out. Think of Jax from The Amazing Digital Circus.
Whether we like it or not, all we are now is a bunch of cartoon characters.
The Grandma from Encanto.
We swear to always help those around us, and each new generation must keep the miracle burning.
Willy Wonka from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
They won't really be burned in the furnace, will they?
Well, I think that furnace is lit only every other day, so they have a good sporting chance, haven't they?
And Elsa from Frozen.
Everywhere. It's okay, you can just unfreeze it. No, I can't. I don't know how.
Now, as you may have noticed, many of these characters don't fall into just one category. This is because if a story is longer, they can't stay in one section, or a character wouldn't feel very real. Because we as humans don't stay in one mindset for years. That just wouldn't make sense. We're gonna take the example of Flynn Rider and put him into play where he comes in all three of these heroes. And of course, find the quotes for each one. We're gonna use just the movie and not the series, even though it's amazing, just to make things a little easier. First, he starts as an anti-hero. After he robs the crown, he seems like he's helping his two other partners in crime, only to leave them at the bottom of a cliff. Let's find something like our anti-hero quote. Sorry, but this is how things are.
Sorry. My hands are full.
Next is anti-villain. His right thing for the wrong reasons is helping Rapunzel so that he can get the crown. Let's find our quotes. I can't be anything else, so that's why I'm this way.
Go. And for a kid with nothing, I don't know. I just seemed like the better option.
The same one I used earlier. I'm only working with one movie. That's a bit over an hour long, guys, okay? So I have to repeat things. Lastly, when he becomes a hero, towards the end of the movie after seeing the lanterns. Now the quote. "You/I can do amazing things if we try."
That's the good part, I guess. You get to go find a new dream.
And there it is. Now that I've equipped you with this knowledge, I expect complex and interesting heroes. None of this cookie cutter stuff that the big companies produce. Also, I am in no means an expert, so if you have anything to add to this or disagree with something, let me know in the comments. But with that, I'm gonna have to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you also enjoy that one in the corner. Goodbye! Also, if you could read my book, available on Amazon, or check out my art commissions on Artistry, or thirdly, go check out my website for my merch shop. It would be amazing and mean the absolute world to me. Thanks, guys!